G'day, I'm Ben from Catch Pro Australia in the set of lawn care skull sessions with the homie, the bearded lawnsman.
It's so good to see you in person.
You drive your mower into the intro.
Yeah, you like it?
Not too bad.
I thought I'd put a little remix on it since it's been so long since we've been together.
Yeah, it's been a while. We it's only like one episode this year.
Yeah, man. Life has got me and you by the testicles.
Yeah, I've been both super busy, but hey, it's good to be busy, man.
That's 100% right. We thought we'd all be fucking living in a dust bowl right now.
And we are not.
Very much so.
I'm actually under the sea.
Almost, dude. Almost. That was, close calls.
Yeah, bloody sick of that. The industry is just popping, though.
Crazy.
So want to apologise to our loyal listeners.
Yes.
For not being able to come out with some content. But today's episode is brought to you by Mole Merch.
Yeah.
So we're back on this week.
You're wearing some Flash Mole merch gear right now.
Yeah, he got myself some singos. It was funny. I told Will and Nicole, I said, I really need these singlets, and it just took me so long to organise it. Then they were going away for Christmas and, typical shutdowns and stuff. And I just said to Will, I was like, it's like I can't wear clothes at the moment. It's fucking hot.
It's the same with me. I've got like a thread with Nicole at the moment, trying to do some custom shirts for me and the boys. But I'm just getting back to her. I feel like the biggest piece of shit because I'm just never at home. And then yesterday, I got home at a reasonable time, and then I ended up at the shops until 8:30.
That's life, brother. Family gets in the way. Life gets in the way.
That's it. Happens. It's all good.
If anyone hadn't checked it out, though, I'm sure it's on the Mole Merch page and probably on the Fernscapes page, but the homie turtle.
Oh, my God. Those shirts are wicked.
Oh, man.
They're pretty cool. And those shirts actually inspired me to get some for me and the boys. So
you got the young ones going too, which is very cool to see the family involved.
Yeah, I'm going to copy turts.
So yeah, anyway, if you're looking for any custom gear,
yeah, for sure.
Mole Merch, cheap plug at the start of today's episode, but
that's all good. Another cheap plug. I'm wearing that bad workwear. Fucking got to when you're doing these bloody contracts.
You're a fucking Mormon these days,
dude.
Wait,
I'm fucking.
That's the wrong word. Hey, Mormon.
Yeah, probably.
He's fully clothed.
I'm actually overclothed right now. Normally I'm wearing like shorty shorts and thongs and a fucking shirt, but I've got long pants, boots, long sleeve shirt, bra, fucking
and
everything.
And this isn't a result of the actual sun, right? This is a result of a new contract that you've taken on?
A bit of both. Look, to be honest, it's not the worst. I have to admit, when I'm mowing, I can understand if I was snipping and things like that or hedging all day, it would really get to me. But because I'm always on the move, it's not that bad, and the changes pretty quick, so I get a good breeze.
Yeah.
But right. It a lot of it is to do with the new contract that I'm running. Just opportunities, man, just fucking out of nowhere, and they're just firing on all cylinders. I've got another call up tomorrow to look into some really promising commercial sites. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to, I'm going out on Monday to quote those and meet up, and yeah, it should be pretty good, man. It's been a very lucrative start to the year.
I mean, look, even with us, right, I've already shipped out 150 Catch Pros in January.
Oh, fuck, dude.
That's,
The funny thing
is... We've done similar numbers before, but, you sort of forget.
Yeah.
Once we surpass 50 in a month, it's just whoa.
Right. Well, you got no time to fucking enjoy it if you're throwing 150 out the door.
Yeah, look, for me, and I do want to apologise to our listeners that are also customers. If you're waiting on a Whipper Gripper or a Pro Shield, we are having a lot of issues at the moment. So people are getting a little bit antsy, but for the most part, people understand. But we're having some stock issues, and
mate, it's happening.
The Catch Pro is not really one that we have a lot of issues with. And I had even seen a comment. Someone publicly was on Facebook saying, it's not a malicious comment or anything, but someone was saying it's just a one-man crew over there at Catch Pro, or, husband and wife team. They're probably getting pumped, but I mean, we work day and night to get the orders out. That's that's not an issue.
Yeah.
Our issue is very much just stock and couriers and all sorts of stuff happening. Chinese New Year hasn't been good to us because even though the Catch Pro is made in Australia, our flange pins and latches come from China, and you think you're prepared, right? But yeah, man, when those dudes celebrate New Year, they don't fuck around.
Yeah,
so
big time.
They're gonskis.
Non-available.
But anyway, it's all good. Like, we'll get through it. But
that's cool.
That does kind of lead us to, you know, some topic options today, and we're going to be talking about like drastic weather patterns.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on, man?
You know, like how do... Yeah, in this industry, we have a short-term memory. Like, you don't realise, you know, when it's really good.
Yeah.
You just, you know, and then when it gets bad, you kind of forget how good it was.
Yeah. But part of me right now is in two minds. Like, is this the best season that I've ever had? Like, is this the best growth season? And then I'm on one stage, I'm like looking at the grass. I'm like, fucking, I'm mowing this every week. Is it the volume of work I'm doing now compared to what I was doing? Or yeah, I can't figure it out. I can't figure out if this is legitimately the best growth season I've seen, or is this just a figment of my imagination?
I'm glad you brought it up, Beach, because I do think obviously it's a super lucrative season, but I do think that it's a double-edged sword because, like, I already know the amount of people that are ringing up Catch Pro and they're ditching their mulch plugs for catches. And you know, it's one of those things where, if you... I'm just putting this into my own context because that's how I understand it. But, you know, like, a lot of people are getting paid the same prices for these jobs and they're working harder, essentially. Like, yeah, you might be able to talk to a few clients that you have and say, like, man, this growth is fucking intense. I need to, you know, I either need to come a little more often or... don't be all right. Or, you know, we might just have to, you know, charge you an extra X amount, you know, right now through the month of January, maybe February. Yeah. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword because there's so much work out there, but everyone that is established is kind of just going to be working harder. Yeah.
Well, look, I would say I'm established, but I had myself in a position last year where I was managing my business and I wasn't really on the tools a lot.
That's right.
And again, I've flicked a switch and, you know, I just wanted to do better. So I'm mowing like 30 hours a week now. And gee, does my bank account enjoy it?
Have you seen it like a difference?
Fuck yeah.
That's good.
It's amazing. So it's really good.
It's awesome.
And it is. It's what you put in, you get out. So I'm cooked. I love my weekends even more now. And some of them I'm working. But yeah,
we're already drifting away a little bit from what... It's fine.
But
it's cool. No, I like
I mean,
it.
it's just...
What I was going to bring up is, you know, I think that's... Your situation is kind of a perfect example of like how... Some people get into this industry for lifestyle and some people really come into it to build and grow something.
I think like sometimes it takes a taste. Like you need a taste of that fucking cash roll in and it kind of spurs you to do a bit better and a bit better. But, you know, for me, you know, obviously the lifestyle is getting my weekends. Like my past work has been like night shifts and fucking, you know, you're trying to sleep on a Sunday lunchtime so you're right for work Sunday night and things like that. So
I still do that.
Nap times.
Little nippy nap.
Little nippy nap. But yeah.
Hey Vicky, want a spoon?
You have to have a nap just so you can stay awake. But no, it's been really good. Like, and I know that I'm not alone. I've had so many people reach out to me about Skag. It's been wild. It's been awesome because, you know, that's what I love talking about Skag. So it's been really good. People
the amount of fucking zero turns that have been sold in like
people are popping everywhere. Days. I understand, like, you know, there's these interest rate hikes and shit like that are really putting people, you know, cost of living. But, you know, the financial benefit if you can pick up contracts that
You got to spend it to make it.
you do. At the end of the day, and like people, there's probably some people out there who's like, fuck these guys who are trying to get you to spend your money. It's like, no, I don't care. You fucking make your own decisions. But
Well,
at the end of the day,
that. One, we got accused of plugging a finance company,
Yeah.
which we have no affiliation with. Two, then we get accused for plugging insurance.
well, fuck me. I have no idea who I'm insured with, so I don't know how that works. It might be Allianz. You know what? I get fucking tons of people messaging me about who I'm insured with, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta check with the missus. I got no idea.
Public liability is super competitive these days. Like,
Is
there's
it?
I don't think that there's a lot of difference between all the options.
It's more tools of the trade and zero turns and trailers and shit like that, because some of them, I had someone reach out to me and he just bought I think he ended up with a 72
Flashlight?
Hustler. Oh, I wish.
Hyperdrive?
Yeah, I think it was a Hyperdrive 72. And
Fuck, there wouldn't be many of them in the country.
no, well, his insurance company wouldn't insure him. So
Like, that's not a car.
yeah, what the fuck is that? But yeah, no, it's bizarre that
Why wouldn't
we
they
get accused.
insure
Of, I mean, I wish we were getting fucking. We might.
Why wouldn't they insure it?
No idea. Like it wasn't. They wouldn't underwrite the contract or some shit. Like the upper echelon.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck me.
I do sort of also want to point out for our listeners, if you hear a little bit of like interference noise, which I'm sure you're probably getting used to after 2 years of it. We do have a fan on in the background, so if you hear like a little queef, what's a queef? Is that a vagina fart?
Fanny fart. Yeah. Fanny fart.
If you hear a queef, it's just BJ's butt pussy. I would not want to hear a queef like that.
Oh my god! Fuck that. I mean,
all right, I'm not. I actually would love to talk about queefing a little bit more.
me too. We haven't been together for so long. It's I've got lots of just fucked up shit to tell you about. I did get slapped by an old lady's titties yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, it was fucking weird. She was looking up at a branch, and then she's
you're
like,
hot and sweaty at the moment too. Eh?
"Oh yeah, I'm horrible." And
no, the titty.
oh no, it wasn't like they weren't bare breasts.
No, but like
They looked like they came off a bear. But anyway, she tripped over and she just bopped me with them, and I was like, "Fucking hell!" It was like 2 fucking water bombs hit me.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, it was a bit gross.
Yeah, I've had no action.
Oh, you in the dry?
No, I just mean like I don't.
Oh, outside.
In my work,
random tits. I might come and teabag you
you know,
while you're
like-
putting together a catch, bro.
You know.
You can put some extra money on it.
You know when you're
Special
out.
edition.
You know when you're out mowing, right?
Yeah.
And, some of the females are probably, if there is any listening, they're probably going to be like, what the fuck?
Oh, I don't know.
But the dude's listening, right?
Mowing at the waterfront, I've seen some schlong swinging. Some big dongs fucking run along that waterfront.
No, but like when you're out mowing and sometimes you just a lady's leaning over there or something's happening there. You get a little sneaky box shot at the bus stop.
Like you're a pervert.
No,
I
it's
know.
not perving if you are just in the path of
You're
it.
in my way. Get out.
Yeah.
You're holding up my day.
Those beautiful pink panties are in my vision.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Yeah, stop it.
Oh, man. Fuck.
Stop it or I'm queefing. Dick like queefing. All right, enough.
Get out of here, Ben. Jeez, you've become so unprofessional over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, man, I'm supposed to be
2024, you're a whore.
I'm supposed to be like a proper businessman now.
Fuck, me too, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to be.
So, look, going back to these weather patterns, like, I wanted to discuss, when we, and I know all states are different and stuff, but, like we had this huge, big thing where we thought we were heading into years of drought.
Yeah.
And some people were restructuring their businesses. Some people were looking at other avenues to bring in extra revenue.
Yeah.
And then, I do think when you're in a typical situation, in a typical season, not only do you have to be prepared with all your gear and have all your schedules worked out and that, but there's a mental element of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know that you're going to have fucking flies trying to marry your face every 2 seconds.
Oh, the corner ones, the corner of the mouth. Oh,
You know, and then things as simple as work boots. Like,
yeah.
you know, you might even need 2 fucking pairs at the moment.
I have 2 pairs.
I actually have 2 pairs
Do
as
you?
well.
Yeah.
Which people, you know, I know I'm so conscious now of how people look at me, but because I'm not a contractor. But like, I just, when I go to business meetings and stuff, I have 1 pair of fresh boots.
Yep.
So that I can actually, you know, be presentable. And then I got a pair of paddock stompers.
Yeah.
But like, I mow my own lawn and, you know, obviously go see the horses and, you know, and at the moment I have to wear them more.
Yeah.
Because conditions are so gross, I can't wear anywhere.
100%.
Go anywhere.
I've got an old pair that I use on rain days when I think there may be rain. And days like today, I've got my, even though they don't look good, you know, I've been caught out a few times, but, you know.
How's the irony in my situation? I pulled a pair of signatures off the shelf as my, like, proper boot.
Yeah.
And they're the waterproof ones.
Yeah, I know.
And I got me fucking paddock stompers. I'll tell you what,
Storms.
they do all right.
Yeah. That's all I buy now is the Storms. They're
Yep.
good from bad workwear. Another plug.
Cheap plug, or you get them from Catch Pro, you dogs, eh?
Oh, get them. Oh, shit. Yeah, fucking get them from Catch Pro. Skull in all caps, you know, use that code.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you get them from bad workwear, use the code.
Yeah.
No, I think the code still works with us.
Does it?
It just sucks because then I have to pay you out of it. Anyway, pay BJ, folks.
Yeah, pay the
Pay
man.
him his dollar.
Yeah. Oh shit. So talking about weather patterns, like just as recent as this week, Monday and Tuesday here in Brisbane were supposed to be our wipeout, and we got fucking nothing. I know they did on the north side.
Poor north side.
Yeah, poor north side. They got something like 300 mil in 3 hours or something. That's fucking, yeah, that's pretty bad.
There was a bloke on LMCA. I do know his name, but I'm not going to say it publicly because he has a similar name to someone else, and I always fucking get them confused.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure he moved.
It's not
from
Hitler, is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he moved. It's D Scarlett, by the way. Nah. I'm pretty sure he moved from, you know, maybe Melbourne or something to Brisbane.
Yeah.
And moved into the Caboolture area, like a bit north of where we are.
Yeah.
And yeah, he moved before Christmas and everything. And I remember him seeing a post like, oh, you know, need to scrape up some extra work in this area, rah, rah, rah. Fuck me, he'd be balling right now.
I know. And
then, no, sorry. And it could be a different person, right? I have a feeling he may have just gotten like maybe a Super Z or a big skag or something.
Is his name start with S?
No.
Oh, okay.
Shithead.
Nah.
No. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's relevant.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show you, like, man, you can just swing, you know?
Yeah.
You can just swing.
Now's the time to be fucking hustling hard for what you actually want, not what you need.
Also a great time to restructure. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's obviously super lucrative right now. Who knows what March, April's going to bring. So, you know, I think this is where we probably need to use our influence and tell people, like, just because it's amazing right now, you know, maybe don't run out and get the Super Z or don't run out and get the Cheetah necessarily yet. But if we keep going steady and, you know, there's contract opportunities or whatever the case may be, then it could be definitely time.
It all depends on what you're looking at doing and what you want to, like, how you see your business in the future. Like, weather patterns are always going to be changing, but if you have one fixed goal on where you want to see your business, I think that's like a big helpful thing that sort of spurs you on to invest in your business. We've, you know, like we're doing well at the moment, but I'm always reinvesting. Like, I just got some fucking cool equipment. I'll tell you about it later. I'm going to do a mad reel with it. Should be pretty funny. Yeah, we.
Oh God, I just know. I think I realised what the piece of equipment is, and I had all sorts of visions of sucking and blowing.
Oh fuck yeah!
All right.
But anyway,
Keep an eye out on TBL Property Maintenance on Instagram.
Yeah, but
Fuck, I love that sound.
yeah, me too. But
No. See, that's a tight queef.
I haven't had it.
Oh, when I think of a queef, I think of like a loose queef, like a.
Oh shit!
Boy.
Fuck, we haven't been together for a long time. But yeah, I think definitely a vision is a very helpful way to see where you want to invest. I don't know. I get ideas and I invest in them just because I know that.
But for example, right, like
something will come along.
But for example, I know, like if I was still in the industry, I was going to be looking at this lawn painting thing. Everyone's heard me talk about it. I think it's something that's going to boom. But you know what I mean? Like 3 months ago, you could have had a plan.
Yeah.
And if you're in Brisbane or Queensland right now, and probably a lot of parts of New South Wales, you know, that none of that's going to fly right now.
No.
It's not needed.
It was. So
and same thing, like in the beginning of our season in October, you saw a couple of businesses doing the lawn renos.
Yeah.
But I'm sure a lot of them couldn't really properly start them until like all the rains came.
Yeah. You'd just be punching concrete.
Not only that, you'd be, you know, you'd probably risk a lot of damage if you know, because you need the water and everything.
Dusting out a whole suburb, fucking scalping in the middle of.
Where's my lawn?
Yeah. No, I think.
It's in the catch, bro.
I definitely think these strange. I don't even know if they're strange. Like you can't tell anymore with the weather that's going on. Like 1 minute they're reporting that. I think they're hyping everything up to the point where people are like getting a little bit worried, and then something doesn't eventuate.
Look, I understand the hype, especially around some of the really horrific floods that have happened, where maybe, you know, governments and things were a little bit too reserved, and whole areas got wiped out. You know, and it was tragic, right?
Yeah.
So I think now they are a little bit more aware of that, and they're like, hey, like, you know, there's a huge system somewhere, and everyone needs to be on alert.
Yeah, and I get being alert and being I don't know, a little bit desensitized. I think that's what's going to happen. Everyone's going to become desensitized to it because over and over again there's new slang that comes out, and weather event is a big one.
No, rain event. So
rain event.
I had never even really heard of, you know, this rain event.
Why is it
phrase.
an event? It's just fucking rain.
Well, I think, you know, certainly the one that sat over us in 22.
Yes.
That's a fucking rain event.
Yeah.
Fucking bastard didn't stop for 3 weeks.
Exactly.
Sat over the top of Brizzy.
That's a rain event, but now every fucking storm that rolls through is an event. It's like, well, it's just a storm.
Yeah, look, I think in terms of your day-to-day working, right, it's pretty easy. Like if you know, I have heard, and I've even heard you say it, like, oh, fuck, it's, you know, we're expecting 80 mil tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you kind of get that mental in your head where it's like, what am I going to do tomorrow?
Exactly.
But I know just on that day-to-day level, at the end of the day, you just fucking wake up and look out the window. Is it raining?
Yeah.
No, it's not raining. I can go to work.
I feel like
But I think with these weather patterns, I'm probably a little bit more focused on that long range.
Yeah. Do you think there'd be two mentalities when there's a rain, when there's like a 90% chance? So this is Monday's scenario, 90% chance, 40 to 80 mils it was. And I was like, fuck, all right, well, let's get some jobs, you know, sorted out around the house, and talked to my wife, and we went to Bunnings, got all this shit ready to rock and roll on Sunday. Monday came along. I was like, all right, I'll do like, because one of the things like, and I learned this from you, whether it's raining or not in the morning, go to work. Like get up, go to work. Fucking it. And unless it really doesn't make sense, unless it's been raining all night, it's raining hard when you get up, then I'll be like, okay, check the forecast, check the radar, blah, blah, blah. But normally I'll still get up, get ready, go to work, and then I'll make the decision, half an hour after I'm sort of supposed to be starting. And it's the same with the boys, because Monday and Tuesday, I could have just called that and said, fucking 40 to 80 meals coming, boys, just stay at home. But in my head, like, I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't get to do these jobs at home. But in my heart, I knew, like, fucking catching up from 2 rain days in the growth that we have at the moment really was, And it's like I feel like if lifestyle guys would be like, sick.
Absolutely.
But for me, I'm like, fucking fuck.
I mean, even if you've got a residential business where, let's say you're mowing 10 to 15, if you have a rain day, you still can make that up. Whether you're making up 3 or 4 a day, maybe working a Saturday morning, you can kind of get there.
Yeah.
When you're doing contract stuff where you're like doing day rates, it's not easy to make up a day.
No.
When you lose a day on a site.
Yeah.
And
especially with villages, because you can't just pop in on a Saturday because
everyone
everyone will fucking hate you for that. It's all right. Commercial work is okay.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm lucky because I have a little mix. So if I fuck up and get rained out on a Monday and Tuesday for one of my jobs, then I can swap it out for a commercial day. And
I think my thought process when I was a contractor, how you said just now, like, I learned this from you, that's probably more my beliefs just on a personal level where, like, I would feel extreme guilt on a rain day if I went home and then the sun came out. I just used to, and I struggled with it so much. I'd get this, such extreme guilt where, like, my life would have just been easier to live if I just went to work that day and just got my work done. So I always just felt like if I got up in the morning, had a crack at it, pulled up at the first job, and even if it was raining pretty hard, I would then probably make a decision, well, I'll work 2 hours in the rain and at least then I've given it a fucking good crack.
Yeah.
And that was the way, I'm not necessarily saying that is good advice.
Yeah.
But that's just how I dealt with it.
Look, and a lot of it wasn't like trial and error. It was kind of like I felt that guilt when I don't know if I've talked about it before, but like if there was a rain day, it was raining in the morning, I'd call the whole day off. And this was when I was solo, so it didn't matter as much. And I would say, let's go to the movies. So Lou and I jump in the car, go to the movies, come outside, fucking blue skies, car park's dry. And I'm just like, oh, and that, you're like, fuck, I could have been earning money, not spending it. Then, you got to learn by your mistakes. And I made that a mistake more than once. So eventually I learned.
It's why we're business owners, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Call your own shots.
Yeah.
And, whatever. I mean, it's not, none of it's detrimental. Like, it's not going to make or break your business.
I feel bad like I wasn't here for the Christmas, like all that rain during Christmas. Because when people are saying like weather events and all that sort of stuff, I just wasn't here for it. So I missed all the storms, all the bad stuff. And then I came back in and we've had like...
See, those storms were all right because it was your very typical summer storms where, I mean, we did have a day storm where it hit at like 10 o'clock in the day.
Yeah.
And obviously I had flash flooding here, but,
Yep.
The general area was okay. A lot of that stuff, you could go to work happily and you could see the shit building. That was like more one of those situations like, fuck yeah, we're going to be home at 2. And you kind of, because there was something happening, I can imagine you'd be like, yeah, hook in, brothers. And, whereas, and you could just feel like a storm in the air. And some of the ones weren't even hitting till fucking midnight.
Yeah. Did you, so with rain, did you ever have anything that you would try and get done in the rain?
Yeah.
Like could you push to to do weeding or something like that?
Look, I remember when I had like residential mowing business, more than likely I used to actually just call it.
Yeah.
If it was what I used to call it a washout.
Yeah.
Because look, push mowing in the rain, it actually sucks.
Yeah. It
You can't do anywhere near of a nice job. Yourself gets completely feral. And like everything, like your just equipment gets disgusting.
Yeah.
Everything sucks. But when I was doing the residential stuff, I'm not going to say that, we were in a drought, but there just wasn't that many rain days. There wasn't many days. I remember in 2011, and it must have been the 2011 floods.
Yeah.
And I already had contracts, but I know I had some residential customers. I know that was a pretty tough time. Like, especially big, like if you were doing 400 square blocks, that were kind of well maintained, well, you could probably get through some of that
kind
stuff,
of float over the top of them,
and back then there was no standards.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a zero turn back then, but you weren't really using them religiously in yards.
Yeah.
Fuck, Catch Pro didn't exist.
Yeah.
But look, in terms of contract work, I mean, even at something as recent as 24 months ago, like I used to have my own runs, and Rusty would be at the village, and sometimes maybe someone else. Sometimes I used to see that as an opportunity, like, fuck yeah, go hang out with Russ, it's pissing down and, fix up some of the gear in the shed.
Yeah.
And, things like that. But, it's very, to answer your question, sorry, if you're doing that contract stuff, it's very easy to just pick up a hedge trimmer and continue hedging. Oh, no. Unless it's like
it's fucking gross though, isn't it? Like
I would
you come up with Hulk hands from all the doing the catcher and scooping the catcher out.
I actually would suggest that the wind is more of a hindrance in regards to hedging.
Oh, definitely.
Because your cleanup probably gets not easier in the wet, but it kind of clings to stuff.
Have you ever hooked into a hedge and you've done this really nice face, the wind picks up like the whole time that you're hedging, and then you have a look back where you've hedged and you're like, what the fuck? Because the wind has pushed all the fucking, all the bits and pieces in. And
you think it's like nice and tight, and then you got little ones waving at you.
Yeah, like, hey, you missed us, man.
Look at my strong hand. I mean, I just have so many memories of... probably one of the most fondest one I got is you spray a little bit of WD-40 on your hedger blades.
Yeah.
And then you go hit some of these wet hedges and you fucking come up with samurai swords.
Oh, I love it. The other thing I found was cutting lavender at any time of the day, even when it's not wet. Lavender brings your hedges up exactly the same way. Just crispy.
Nice. I never really messed with.
Yeah, I used to have a few full big walkways with these fucking I mean, it was nice, but it was like a bukkake. The fucking bees everywhere.
Vicky loves lavender, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming some fucking influencer on Instagram has like a lavender garden or some shit. So anyway, I got her some lavy.
Yeah.
And, it doesn't like to have wet feet at all,
no.
right? And had just like a few nice ones, like just growing, like not overly well, but they have their own color and Anyway, if I can walk out there now after the floods, and she's turned fucking black.
Oh, really?
It's completely fucked.
Oh.
Anyway,
I had a customer who returfed an island at his place. It's a nice house, and he returfed this whole island, and there's a little bridge to go across to it. And we went to mow it last week, and we walked across the bridge, and the fucking whole thing is just cooked.
Yeah,
it's not salt water, but it's tidal, so it may be brackish water at some point. It's down Chandler, so somewhere along.
Anywhere they got submerged, mate. It's
and it was just covered in just silt. Just that blacky grey sort of silt across the whole top of the fucking... Oh, dude, I had thousands of dollars a turn.
I had all this water here, followed by really hot days, and like we had shit growing on it, like
What, like fucking
algae or something,
like lily pads?
not lily pads, mate. That would have been very pretty, but
That would have been.
just bacteria you could see forming. It's fucking disgusting. Had these like whitetail spiders who were like, fuck yeah, where's the land? Just legging it. I'm sitting down trying to have a durry on this like little outdoor couch, and you see all these spiders just full marching towards you.
I noticed there's a lot of wolf spiders at the moment. I don't know if that's because of the rain, but fucking whack them and all the babies just fucking cruise off. I'm just like, "Bruh."
Well, any of the ones
hate spiders.
Any of the ones that don't typically live in webs.
Yeah.
So your wolf spiders, they just like burrow in the,
Yeah, fucking, I jump in my pool and all of a sudden the wolf spiders are like, this fat fuck's just jumped in the pool and tidal waves. So they just run up and then they jump in the pool and they just walk across the top. So Archie's like, he's a good swimmer, but he's just like, Dad. And then, my wife and my daughter are like, what the fuck? Just get out of the pool.
I need to ask anyone, right? Does anyone have frogs at their place?
We got toads.
No, like if you got these frogs.
Oh.
The noises.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like the cartoons.
Are they like?
It's not like ribbit.
Yeah.
It's like fucking.
Yeah, they scream.
And
it's like one of them's got a BBC and he's just going around to all the chicks and just have my froggy babies. But you got a fucking
awful.
pond underneath your stairs, so
yeah.
are they all toads?
There's toads, but there's tons of frogs around here, mate.
Is there?
Like,
that's pretty cool.
So, but the poor bastards are jumping in the pool and they can't get out. They get exhausted.
Poor buggers. I got the tiniest frog on me the other day. It was literally the size of my thumbnail. And I was like...
We get ones that are honestly like the size of your fist.
Really?
They're
like big green tree frogs?
Like full-on big
thumpers.
thumpers.
I'd love that, man. We don't see that very much anymore.
No, but they like... We have a 2-story house.
Yeah.
And they must like hop up the fucking stairs, man. I don't know why. They just want to come in, but
Has your dog eaten any yet?
No, but I couldn't find Humphrey one day. And Mocky, he would never. Like, was just chilling, being a good boy. And I was like, come up. I was like, there's Humphrey, And I had a look, and he was being so cute, like, because he's a big dog. Yeah. He's just sitting next to this frog.
Oh.
Like, he was just so curious about it. But I do remember when we first got him, it was at the other place. He like waltzed in and I knew he had something in his mouth. And this frog like screamed, man. Went like, and like, he wasn't hurting it. He just had it in his mouth. Would have been nice and cold.
Just sucking on it.
Would have felt good.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Like nothing.
Nothing. Don't. I could see your mind working like tick tock, tick tock.
I might go lick out a frog soon and see if I'm like...
You're fucked.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Got it bad.
What's this? Oh, you got a courier here.
I actually might have to get up.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, so anyway, I just had a delivery.
Yeah, I saw him backing it up.
But I also noticed out there, anyone who's waiting on Mole Merch blade jigs, I just saw a couple of boxes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
A couple of big boxes out there. So anyone who's got orders with us, they'll be shipping out.
All right.
As you're listening to this.
Oh, shit. I'm going to tell you right now, I fucking love that. It's actually a powerhouse. Very quick. I've been doing like 30 hours a week and I'm having to sharpen a shitload of blades. Plus, I had a backlog of fucking blades I had to sharpen. So, yeah, it works really well, dude.
Yeah.
Good recommendation.
No, look, blade jig I mean, look, I love it. I'm obviously not sharpening a ton of blades these days, but I remember I had made a suggestion, like guys could actually bolt it on their ute.
Yeah.
And sort of thinking like, who the fuck would bother? But you really could.
I potentially could.
You really could make it like, especially if you're doing any site work, like, like when we're at the 40 acres.
Yeah.
Well, Rusty goes off, get Maccas, or just lift this up, give it a tickle up.
Rusty takes 48 minutes to get fucking Maccas 30 minutes down the road.
Takes him fucking
I swear every
minutes
time.
to wipe his asshole.
Yeah, he was either shitting, jerking off, or both. I reckon both.
It's so gross doing both, eh?
At the same time.
No, it smells.
It feels like I'm having sex backwards with my hand. What is wrong with us?
Yeah, we're just juvies. Eh?
Oh.
We're never going to grow up.
I definitely will never grow up. Still scare people.
It's
I still scare people.
like you mean hide?
Nah, yeah.
I
Like
still dack people.
I like hide underneath the bed and shit. I don't know how the fuck I get underneath, but
Sometimes, like, I just see, like, women in the street and I just knock them over the head and steal their shit.
fuck.
Not really, by the way.
No, that's for the actual youth of these days. Fuck me.
Back to the program.
Yeah, yo.
Look, what do you think are other smart ways, pal, to prepare for drastic weather patterns? Like, obviously, right now it's super lucrative.
Yes.
And, you know, we're in a situation where there's tons of work.
Mm-hmm.
But now's, like, probably a good time if you're sort of looking to make your business better. I'm just talking about your day in, day out clients that you're going to, especially if you've got residential customers. Like, now's a good time to probably turn some of them over.
Well,
and
definitely.
start taking a look at,
Everyone is looking. Like, honestly, local groups, I'm still local group guy.
So, you know what's really funny? I've been getting calls for mowing.
Really?
And, like, it must be in the yellow pages. I've talked about it before. It's online. But, yeah, like, I have people ringing up locally and saying, like, oh, I just, you know, need my yard mowed or something. And I'm just like, whoa, that's, you know. Because that is the only ad that we must still have.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I don't have any advertising, but I just have a lot of people who sort of know me in the area, and they'll tag me in any posts they see. And, you know, obviously I can't take on a bunch of work.
I got tagged in a post.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's the same post I got tagged in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was for a block slash in Wynnum, I think.
She was hot.
Yeah.
Almost made me go load up. But no, I was really pissed that I got tagged in it.
Yeah, oh, were you?
Well,
You don't want to be back on the radar?
No.
Yeah, fair enough.
No. Although I have been fucking not even conned.
Oh,
hustled into doing more work around there at the horses.
No, Jesus.
It's just, mate, it's a lot of work, eh?
It fucking would be a lot of work.
It's like, I don't get paid for it.
Especially now you've got horses of your own to look after.
Yeah.
Fucking, speaking of local groups, do you want to hear a little funny story that happened to me while I've been doing this contract work?
Is it sexual?
No, it's not at all. It was fucking horrible.
That's all right. I'll still listen.
It made me upset. No, it didn't really piss me off at all. It actually pissed my wife off more than anything. So Louise rang me and she's like, "You won't fucking believe what I just saw." I'm like, "Oh, what was it?" She goes, "Someone's tagged you in a local group. Not tagged me, sorry. Someone's complained about you in a local group." And I'm like, "What?" And
that happens to me every day.
it was like, yeah, it was because I fucking went around an e-bike, a fucking e-bike. So I counted the week after I got complained about on this local group, which actually I was prepared to write something back, and I didn't have to because everyone in the comments were like, "You're a fucking idiot. You try and move it, it locks up. Like the back, like you can't move them."
And when you have like 20 gazillion to move,
well, I
it's
counted them.
right?
I counted them the next week. I went down and there was 40 of the fucking things on the grass, not including the ones that were on the path that people were walking past and sort of like sliding off to the side. So there was 40 in the 6.5 kilometers that I mow. And I was just like, all right, I'm prepared to write back now. Fucking, I've got my evidence, and they'd taken the post down.
Yeah, I don't even know how you can hold back from not responding immediately. But
I'm very political.
It's
where my maturity shines.
I think with my thumbs, my typing thumbs.
Clickety click.
I mean, I act with them.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was kind of shook by that. I was like, "Fuck, are you serious?" Like, looking around, like the park was full of water. Fucking, I'm mowing as fast as I can to sort of make it nice. This was, I think, the week before Australia Day. So I was just going hard out. Not to mention, the fucking whippersnipper crew was behind me, and they actually moved it and snipped it.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding? Get out of town.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Get out of the town, fucking Doreen.
And it's really prominent right now too, because contractors are so busy. They're probably not doing their best work, and they probably are. You know, some people are probably leaving grass here or doing bits and you know, things like that.
Lots of the best opportunities that I've been not the biggest contract that I've been doing at the moment, but a lot of the smaller ones, like the smaller commercial jobs, and one that's all like it's a full day and a half. That's the one I'm quoting Monday. These have all come from people who are dropping the ball. And I've always been like 100% behind the fact that if you want to grow your business, right now is the time to strike. Like, the iron is hot. It is time to strike. Fucking, there are people dropping the balls left, right, and centre, and if you're the one there to pick it up, you'll get a lot of respect. And
I tell you, it's how I got some of my best contracts.
Yeah,
was from other contractors not performing, or
look,
maybe they cracked the shits and walked off.
There's one thing going in behind someone and trying to underquote them. There's another thing picking up where they're not, doing the right thing.
It's business, like
yeah. If everyone held on to their jobs for fucking 30 years, we'd all be fucking...
Like, I can't see there being much of a scramble in the residential game. Like, I can't really ever think of... I mean, obviously, you see it happen.
Yeah.
But, I mean, how often do you drive past a house and go, I don't give a fuck who's mowing that. I want it.
Yeah.
Like, how often does that happen?
Yeah.
But certain factories and commercial residences and... the retirements and schools.
Yep.
A lot more schools are outsourcing now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you didn't really typically see independent contractors doing a ton of work at schools. But you see it a lot now.
Rick Tully, I think he's on LMCA. He posts a fair bit. He's got a Ventrac and he's got a bunch of Skags. And he's got like 16 schools or something.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's like, I come back from holidays. I had to mow fucking 20 ovals and...
I'd still love to meet someone that's doing like a university campus. Just, because of the chicks, right?
Yeah.
I'm
a bit old now. I'm fucking so old, Ben.
Well, I know, but like I'm old too.
Yeah, but you're not as old as me.
I'm not that much younger.
No, you're not that much younger.
And I get pegged for being a lot older than you.
You get pegged?
Yeah. So Vicky just leans me over.
That's hot.
Talks me through it. And
That's
she's
new
like,
age.
You're going to be all right. And then sometimes I queef.
Oh my god!
Except I got one of them tight queefs.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's yeah. No,
What are we talking about?
Didn't VJ have a? Didn't he have a university he was looking after?
I'm not sure.
I think
Is that how he
did.
gets all them nude pics of chicks?
I don't know.
Where he mows?
I don't know where he mow. What does he mow?
No,
That would
he
be
just
pretty
does
cool.
them crazy block slashes with snippers.
I swear he was doing, or he quoted
Get that
for a
motherfucker robot.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, that's one thing that I have to admit. My little Segway in the front yard. I haven't fucking had to touch that shit.
Oh,
in the rain.
I mean, I've still done nothing about our deal. I don't even know. I announced it on here, right?
No, I don't think so. I think that was the one we scrapped. We did a podcast and we both agreed it was fucking shit, so we didn't release it. So that's why.
That was one of the reasons why. Yeah.
Well,
we
yeah,
were in a massive scramble.
We honestly like.
I think you got home at 7:30.
And you got in.
And
yeah.
I wasn't working. I was out at the horse paddock, and I came back and we were just. I mean, I felt like shit after the episode. And I was like, man, I just don't think people. Need to hear that shit.
Yeah.
I think we were just venting about our
I
lives.
think we were, because that's the thing. Like, I don't know. With the way the growth has been, like, there's just been no downtime for me. And if I'm busy, I know that you're going to be busy, because that's just the way the industry works. So it's been good though. Like, talking to Paul, talking to Duncan, everyone is actually, that everyone was worried. Everyone had this idea that we were going to go into this drought. I'd started making preparations, offering. I aerated villages and put down soil wetter, and just offering all these different things to all these different customers to try and mitigate that hit.
And it's funny too. Like, people, were mowing their lawns a little bit higher, and like doing just heaps of crazy stuff when it was dry.
Yeah.
And, now, I mean, look, I'm actually mowing my lawn way higher now.
Yeah.
It's just so wet and there's so much growth. I can't take it all away. Like, I'm not equipped anymore.
Yeah. The growth is crazy. Like, I'm seeing like maybe 4 or 5 inches a week, depending on which park I'm mowing. So Yeah, especially 40 acres is fucked. Like, that's fortnightly, and I'm seeing like 12 to 15 inches. It's crazy. And it's not across the whole thing, obviously, but different types of grass is out of
It's
control.
truly going to make me wonder what this winter season is going to be like.
Yeah.
Because last winter season was fairly mild. Like, it gets cold, but we still had like really beautiful days where, like I remember I was painting with like no shirt on in the middle of winter.
Ugh, that's got me a little hard.
But you know, when you're going through these tough times, sometimes it's awesome to just think about, you know, like those winter
Those
mornings where
perfect
it's like
days.
9 or 10 o'clock in the morning and you're just hitting that
You just take
push
your,
mow or
take
whatever
your
it is that
flanny
you're
off.
doing.
strip off your flanny.
Not like those poor bastards down south where they've got to wear fucking gloves to do everything.
Fuck,
And they've got, you know, bloody...
Yeah, thermals. I know, like Dale Pakenham and
Yeah, that crew.
they fucking have the Milwaukee heated jackets.
I heard it was 11 degrees somewhere. I think it was Jindabyne.
Yeah,
But like, what the fuck?
yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
I'd have a fucking tracksuit on, eh?
11 degrees.
I'd have my Adidas one on doing battle raps.
Yeah, breakdancing. I'm fat and hairy enough to not worry about like 11 degrees. I don't think it'll be too bad.
11
Depends.
degrees, that's cold.
Yeah, I know. But even in Louisville when we were walking around, it was like 2 degrees. Like I just had jeans and a shirt on. It was yeah. You could tell, but my nipples were hard as fucking ice, and you could see them just banging through. That's why I always wear black shirts, because my nips they come out strong.
Yeah, see,
I don't have big longies,
I
but
got a
they're
problem. Mine just come out the side.
oh, side bangers.
Yeah, side
Yeah,
bangers.
yeah. I worry about wearing singlets like that because my tits flop around a lot when I'm like, especially mowing. Jesus, some of the parks because I'm not doing the same stuff all the time. Like,
Are they covered in grey hair like mine?
no. But I'm getting a bit peppery. Finally, jeez, been waiting long enough to transition into Santa.
Fuck, I'm actually proper Snow White.
You are. I'm jealous though. You have hair. I don't have hair.
Yeah, good hair.
Yeah, you got good hair.
Good hair.
Yeah.
That's what the Asian dude says.
Good
hair. Good hair.
Imagine if I went in there and be
And
like,
he's like really subtly just like cutting my hair, and he's like rubbing his cock on my elbow. You know how you just sit on the
Yeah.
and I'm like, I remember one time thinking like, oh, is he like doing this on purpose? And I was like, oh,
Probably.
man, I'll just give him a little win, and I just kept my arm there.
well, the first time I ever got a massage in a shopping center massage place, someone got it for my birthday, I think. And this dude, like, he's just fucking rubbing his dick all over me, hey. And I was like, fuck, is this normal? It was the first massage I've ever been to. Dude didn't even take his watch off. I could hear him fucking clanking his watch, and I hope it was his watch and not his belt buckle. But yeah, it was full on. Like when a dude is, I don't know if that's a dominance thing, but you know, I should have got up and fucking just open mouth pashed him and been like, I'm the fucking man here.
Give me a kiss.
Kiss me. Thank you for my rub.
All right, well, I think we've had enough about whatever it is that we're talking about, pal. So, some good news, though. Next week, we've got Baz stopping in from Ego.
Yeah.
He's coming out to Brizzy. He's gonna be in the studio.
Yeah.
So you can check that one out on YouTube. The last Ego episode we did was like fucking probably 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember it was hot.
It was hot as fuck.
So it's probably similar timing.
Yep.
So Baz's going to come up. We're going to talk all new things Ego.
There's a lot to talk about.
They've got lots of new equipment. Ego's actually copping a little bit of hate at the moment.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of posts about, failing batteries and stuff.
Yeah.
Might be the heat, people not storing things properly, or could just be a bad batch of batteries, who knows? But maybe Baz can shed some light.
I don't want to piss him off, but I'll probably sort of see what we can address.
Definitely. Hopefully not too long after Baz comes on, we can get Duncan Russell in. He is up in February as well, up here in Brisbane, so maybe we can invite him into the set.
Those of you who don't know,
Oh, yeah, sorry. Duncan
is-
Russell is the owner of International Mowers that distributes Skag, McConnell, and Seppi. So they have a few big brands there we can talk about.
And also Will and Nicole from Mower Merch and
Yes.
Bud Mowers.
Are they coming up soon?
They're potentially coming up as well.
Excellent.
And we might be able to do like a round table foursome.
That would be awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, big night for Nicole.
Big night for me.
We just lost our sponsor, eh?
Yeah, bye-bye.
So anyway, yeah, good things to come.
Fuck yeah.
But thank you for joining us today. Until next time, I am at Cashbro. He is at TBL, and we're out of time.
Peace.
Queef.